Hey everyone, welcome back to the Real Talk podcast where real people talk about the real. And let me know what y'all think in the comments about this angle. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about some self-growth, my journey of self-growth, things like that. I go over books, things like that, things of that nature. And yeah, man, just a new mic I got. My old mic, I lost the piece that goes into my phone in the airport, which sucks, but it is what it is. I just bought a new one, and I did tell you I was gonna do a vlog when I went to California. I just got back from California, I don't even remember, probably a week now. It's been a minute, I'm not gonna lie, and I haven't dropped a video. I dropped a video while I was in Cali. I made a video before I left and prepared myself and went out there. I did get vlog content, but it's not good vlog content. I don't want to post it. I'm gonna be real with y'all, and it's nothing against y'all, but I am gonna be making a video tomorrow, and it's gonna be on my main channel, which is always in one of these corners. I don't know which one, but it's 3-phase A, so y'all will see it in one of these corners. It's gonna be going over my journey to becoming self-employed by the age of 21. And I'm going to be talking about the things I do for my current job, basically what my daily life kind of consists of, and, the struggles that I've been going through to get there, things like that. So if you're interested in that, check out that channel. That's my name for my TikTok. If y'all want to see me post, fits, things like that. Anything else you might be interested in, you'll see it, like I said, in the bottom of one of these corners. And I'll even pop it up big right here. I'm not sure what today's episode is. I believe it's episode 19. And I told y'all I want to start talking slower and start getting my point across more. I'm going to start trying to look at the camera more, because shout out to homie, he recommended that. And I do agree. I do get nervous or, get anxiety and start looking away. But I'm going to try to conquer this and try to get over this patch. Today's topic is very real. It's what I've been going through recently. It's what I've been going through my whole life. If we're being real, I feel like everyone goes through this their whole life, but for me it's been like a big struggle recently, especially after getting back from my trip and just coming to a few realizations with what I've got going on in my life and things like that. And it's gonna be the title is gonna be the challenges of self-growth. So I think I'm gonna do different parts of this. I don't think I will do different parts of this. And today I want to touch on loneliness. I know it's something I talk about a lot, but I want to talk about it on a deeper level with y'all and explain to y'all my definition of loneliness and my current struggles with loneliness that I've been going through recently. And I just really don't know how to start or where to start. My bad if I say a lot. That's kind of the easiest way for me to take pauses without just sitting here in silence, So I'm trying to gather my thoughts as I speak. So therefore I say, if y'all don't like that, let me know. I will adjust. So I do apologize, but, damn, I did it again. My bad, y'all. But yeah, let's jump straight into it. I think a good starting place is to let y'all know how I see loneliness, what my definition of loneliness is, and what loneliness has consisted of for me. I'm gonna start with my definition of loneliness. My definition of loneliness is very simple, in my opinion. I think everyone in this world is lonely, whether they notice it or not. I think everyone goes through their this world feeling alone in one way or another, because at the end of the day, it's only you that goes through this life. It's only you that has the experiences that you have. And even if it's an experience that someone else might have that you may have in common, you interpret it differently, things like that. That's what makes us lonely, in my opinion, because it's our lives. The only person that could help that loneliness and understand it is God, because he helps us all in our life and our life path. I hope y'all can hear me. This plane is loud. I'm going to wait till it passes. My bad, y'all. I do want to get different mics. This is just temporary. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to talk about on my video. I'm going to post on my main channel about the struggles of, my current life, working towards my goals and all that, and what I settle for currently while I'm on the way there, things like that. I just came from the gym, so if I look sweaty or shiny, It's because I just came from the gym, my bad. But yeah, that's beside the point. Let me go back and keep explaining to y'all my definition of loneliness. Everyone in this world is alone, whether they notice it or not. And I do think it's truly sad, but we do get buried alone. We come into this world alone. Even if you're twins or whatever, you're not born at the same exact time. It may be a second separate, but you still come out alone and you go out of this world alone. So you come into this world alone, you go out of this world alone, you go through this world in one way or another truly feeling alone, because no one really could comprehend how you see things. No one could really comprehend how you may interpret things like that, And I think that's where my loneliness comes from, at least for me. That's my definition. I think everyone in this world is alone in one way or another, but for me, that's really what I've come to realize is my definition, only because no one's ever taken the time to really get to know me on a deeper level, really understand my thought process, really understand how I see things, and that's fine. People may not be interested in that, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, I think that's just true loneliness. And it's sad, but eventually someone does come along in your life, hopefully, and you meet someone that you fall in love with, and you guys learn to ease each other's loneliness, because at the end of the day, like I said, no one can really understand and experience life the way that you do besides God, because God's here with you as you're going through life, right? So I think that truly means being alone. If y'all agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. I think that's a very valid way to look at it, because if you really think about it, no one's going to comprehend it the way that you comprehend it. No one's going to understand things the way you understand things. No one's going to see things the way you see things. No one's going to walk in your shoes the way you walk in your shoes. They may try to fill those shoes, but they can't walk in them the same exact way you did. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's just how I see it. I think that's just facts, bruh. It's just facts, because think about it. It's like no one knows what you really got going on. No one knows what you really think besides you. Right now, currently, I've just been feeling very alone, because I've been realizing there's nobody in my life, or has never been anybody in my life, that truly understands me, truly even takes the time to get to really know me on a deeper level. Everyone's always worried about themselves, I feel like. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to be selfish. That's what I tell people. But it would be nice to have someone that would try to ease this loneliness that I feel inside. And I don't think it's my fault that people don't want to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm too alone. I'm an introvert, but I don't go out. I don't enjoy going out. I don't enjoy doing things. If I do go out, only things I enjoy doing is shopping for clothes. I enjoy activities, but I don't enjoy very extrovert things, like going up to people, introducing myself, meeting new people, things like that. I get anxiety, I get nervous, things like that. I don't really get anxiety. I've kind of been able to help, I've been able to help cure anxiety to an extent. I just got anxiety when that lady walked by. I don't know why. It's camera anxiety though. It's what's it called? Public anxiety, social anxiety. I get social anxiety, yeah, real bad, not gonna lie. But it is what it is. We're trying to get over that. We're trying to, get through that. But in time, it all takes time. And that's what I mean. I've come to realize that on this lonely path of life, that there will be someone that will be there for me. There will be someone that helps me and eases my pain, but that will come in due time. And that's why I be telling y'all this too shall pass, things like that. And just so y'all know, I am about to go get myself tatted up real soon. And I already know what I'm going to try to do. Let me know if y'all think this is cool in the comments, since I pray, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. On my right hand, I'm going to do all God dedicated things, my religion tatted on my right side of my body. On my left side, I'm going to do all Asian culture things on my left side of my body. So for my first tattoo session, I'm going to get Still Water Runs Deep on my forearm, and then I'm going to get two of my favorite Corinthians verses on my neck. And also eventually, I'm going to get it's all going to be very artistic pieces, but to start off, I'm going to do the cross, because my neck tattoos are all going to be just, cool things that I really agree with and that I think have deep meaning. And then on my arms and my chest, my legs, whatever I end up tatting, I'm doing my whole arms first, and then we'll even see if I get it to my full arm. I want to pay for quality, so therefore I'm going to start small. I'm going to get Stillwater Runs Deep and kanji on my forearm, and then I'm going to get in Corinthians in English with a nice like font on it on my neck. Let me know if y'all think that's cool in the comments. That idea of right side of my body being all my religion and left side of my body being all Asian culture, all things that have deep meaning to me, all things that have helped my perspective on life, all things that I want to be able to give other people, if that makes sense. I want my kids to ask about my tattoos and wonder what that means, and either in other people, and be able to open their minds up to what that might be on my body, or tell them a little bit about myself, also while educating them on things that I may have tatted on me. I feel like that would be fire. So that's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be permanent, so I don't want to regret it. That's why I'm going to get Stillwater Runs Deep. If y'all don't know, that means basically what you see on the surface is not what someone deals with deep within. That goes back to loneliness. People might see on the surface level that you may be happy, but deep down inside you feel alone, you feel angry, you feel sad. And that's how I feel. I feel like people never really recognize how I'm really feeling, and it's a lonely feeling, man. And that's what I mean. That's loneliness. That's my definition of loneliness, and that's just how I've been feeling recently. That's why I don't want to post my vlog. It's not, I had a great time. I love seeing my friends. It's always a good time, but it just really made me realize that I'm very alone. I'm very alone. Even when I'm with people, I always feel alone. And I always told them that it's not them. They're great people, bro. I got all love for my friends. They mean a lot to me. But at the end of the day, it's like we're all on our different paths of life, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me personally, I just have nobody in my corner in my life that really is on the same exact thing that I'm on. And, it would be very nice to meet people that are on what I'm on, but that's just not the case, and there's nothing wrong with that. I still love my friends, I still love my family, things like that, but it's just like at the end of the day, I'm just kind of alone. I don't really have anyone that I relate to. There's no one that's taking the time to get to understand how I see things, how I view life, how I go through life, my opinion on things. Like, no one cares, and there's nothing wrong with that for me, because I've been able to get comfortable with being alone. But it's like, dang, it kind of hurts when you really think about it. So I overthought about it for a long time. It was the night I got back from California, I overthought about it. And then I had work 2 days after that, and I couldn't go to, I woke up in the middle of the night at 10 p.m. and I had to work at 2 a.m. And I woke up at 10 p.m. and from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., no phone, no nothing, just sitting there thinking, bruh. And it was just all overthinking, like it was bad. And that's when I realized, like, dang, you got a problem. So that's why I'm on here talking about it. I've been able to help myself to stop overthinking recently, and I've realized that I suck at being in the moment because of how lonely I be feeling. I suck at being in the moment. I don't like being extroverted, and I want to be more in the moment, and it's a blessing to be even alive. So I need to be more in the moment. I need to stand on what I truly do think about, and what I truly do stand for as a person. I need to also live that at all times, not sometimes. And I feel like that's a problem, and I love to tell people, be in the moment, just try to be in the moment, but I don't stand on that. That's one of the things. I'm not fake. I'm not unreal or anything like that. Everything I talked about on here, that y'all have seen me talk about on here, is things that I stand for. And I do truly believe that you need to be in the moment, because every day is a blessing, every moment's a blessing, every second's a blessing, every breath you take. But I truly do suck at being in the moment. It's because I feel so alone. Don't matter if I'm at a big party, don't matter if I'm at if I'm shopping by myself, shopping with my siblings. I just be like in my own world, in my mind, and I'd be going through these like different emotions and different like waves of life. And it's hard to explain, but it's just like I'd be so alone mentally. Like, people don't really be understanding how I think, and no one even takes the time to even question it or try to get to know it. And that's what really, really gets me, and that's what really, really makes me feel alone, like I said. And yeah, I don't know if y'all might have these problems. Maybe that's why you click this video. Maybe my definition is just me rambling about nonsense to you, but that's just what I really do deal with. And it's like, it's a terrible feeling, because I got family, like I said, I got friends, and I love them truly with my heart. I got God, But even with God, it's like I feel like I have such faith in God, but I feel like I sell myself short with that faith because I trust in his process, but then I overthink things, and then I don't have fun in moments because I just feel all these different emotions, and then I start overthinking, then I start feeling lonely because no one else is helping me with this overthinking, no one's helping me ease this overthinking. Then it's like, am I truly trusting in God's process? So yeah, man, it's been bad, bruh. It's been bad recently, these feelings, these lonely feelings, and it's bad, but we gonna get through it. We always get through it. It's like, yeah, it's led to some negative thoughts recently, and it's negative thoughts that I'm not going to sit here and talk about. It's negative thoughts that I should journal. I will journal. I need to go back to journaling because journaling is fire. People don't talk about it enough. Writing your emotions down on a piece of paper so you could go back and look at them is great, because I feel like when I really go up in life and I'm really successful and happy and at peace and my mind is eased, no longer overthinking all these things that I know I'm going to obtain, that's when I'm going to go back and read and share it to y'all, these thoughts. And that's when y'all will realize that, oh, this connects to that. This is why he felt that way. Like, on a deeper level. I feel like I go very deep into conversation with y'all. I mean, if y'all are thinking about what I'm saying or whatever, I don't know if that's considered a conversation. We're going to say it's a conversation. I go very deep into context with y'all about how I feel, how I look at things, how I view life. And yeah, man, it's rough out here, bruh. It's a terrible feeling, and it's a feeling that I know I'm going to get over. It's a feeling that I know eventually I will truly no longer feel. But man, let me tell y'all, it's a bad feeling. I hate feeling alone. I hate being alone, and I hate realizing that I'm going to probably always feel this way. Because I feel like that's so negative. Because at the end of the day, I do hope and I do truly kind of believe, but not fully believe, that I will eventually no longer feel this way. But it's hard to fully 100% feel that and believe that when that's all I've ever been is alone. I'm reading this book right here, and I'm gonna just take a quick part out of it to explain to y'all and give y'all some definition on how alone I feel. Right? He says, recall a time when you felt the most joy and love you ever felt in your life, and feel the feelings you felt as much as you can for at least 30 seconds. Right? Recall a moment when you felt joy and love, and I couldn't. Like, do you know how sad and depressing that is, and how lonely that makes you feel? Like, you can't even recall a time when you felt fully 100% love. Like, I could think of moments, but then I'm second guessing those. So is it even really genuine? And that's what I mean. That's loneliness for me, and that's what I've really been dealing with. Like, I'm so grateful for where I'm at. I'm so grateful for what I've done and what I've become, but it's just not enough, because I just am still feeling alone, and I still know there's so much more I need to get done, so much more that I could have got done, and so much more things I could have done in the past. But the past is over with, and when I look on the past, it's just all loneliness, and then that makes me feel even more alone now. So I'm trying to be in the present moment. I'm trying to get over this loneliness feeling. But yeah, just wanted to hop on here, talk about this with y'all, explain to y'all how I see things, explain to y'all how loneliness, what loneliness looks like for me, And yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this angle. I only changed it because I realized that when I zoom out from 1 to 0.7, my quality drops. My quality drops, and it drops. And so realizing it, now I have OCD about it. Therefore, that's why we're in this angle. And I think this angle is a little bit more intimate. You feel me? A little bit more intimate. But yeah, man, loneliness, man, it's a crazy feeling. It's a crazy thing when you really break it down and you really go into deep thought about it. It's a crazy thing to think about, but everyone goes through it, everyone feels it, and everyone is hopefully going to be able to get over it in the world. And I feel like it's a very negative emotion that a lot of people feel, that leads a lot of people to go crazy, a lot of people to do things, a lot of people to hurt themselves, And I will say that it's definitely done that for me a lot in the past. It's currently doing it for me right now, because it's just eating at me all the time right now. This has really got me in this bad mood, but we getting back on it, bro. I cooked today, I meal prepped, I've been going to the gym. I was so glad to come home and be able to work out at my gym and go every day. It feels so good. It feels so good. And those things help ease my overthinking, because at the end of this day, this book I'm gonna go over with y'all, because it's gonna help so many people. Me explaining this book and reading this book. My bad, I had to kill an ant. But yeah, it's all just your thoughts. It's all just your thoughts, man. And it sucks to say, but thoughts are a dangerous thing, and loneliness is a dangerous thing. So I hope y'all don't feel alone. You know, I'm here for y'all. Even if y'all aren't physically here for me, you just watching this helps me in one way or another, you know, helps me realize that there's people out there that feel the way I feel, that I'm not truly alone. You know, it won't ease my loneliness feeling because of my overthinking, because of the way I look at things. It's just like, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it, you know, and we're going to get through it. And that's what I realized. I'm going to get through it. You know, I got faith, and I got people in my corner that eventually will come along, and they will get to know me on a deeper level, get to understand me and be able to relate to me, and will help ease this loneliness. But it has to be genuine. Like, family, in my opinion, I don't know if this is very negative. This might be like getting too deep into the book bag, but family, in my opinion, it's forced. It's forced. You know, they oh, I feel so bad for you, or what? Tell me more. Like, you know, it's forced. And then, you know, my friends personally, we have deep convo, but no one's ever really taken time to like really grasp and understand me. And that's fine. I don't want them to be honest with you, because it might scare them, it might intimidate them, it might make them jealous. You don't know, right? I'm content with how me and my friends are. I got love for them, so much love for them, bro, and they're great people. And I don't know, maybe a partner one day will be able to come along and get to know me on a deeper level. You know, that's what I'm looking for when I start talking to someone. And that's why I end up cutting people off. Friends, family, you already know what I be saying. Family ships, relationships, and friendships. You know, that's what makes me cut people off, is when they don't want to get to know me on a deeper level, because there's a lot going on underneath this surface level. That's why I'm going to get still water runs deep. Still water runs deep. At the end of the day, that's just the truth. And I'll pop up the definition of that and what my tattoo will be, and let me know what y'all think about that, if y'all relate to that as well. Still water runs deep. But yeah, like I said, loneliness, man. Crazy topic to talk about. I hope y'all got to know more about me, more about how I view loneliness, and I hope I've been able to ease y'all mind maybe about loneliness. Let y'all know that y'all not the only one going through that. You know, everyone in this world might be going through that at times. Maybe not right now. Maybe it's just me, you, and the other people that clicked this video and stayed and watched till this far. But I'm thankful for y'all, man. And like I said, loneliness is a crazy thing, but everyone's going to be able to get over it. Excuse me. And everyone's going to be able to be a stronger person. And you just clicking this video is you taking that step to want to help yourself ease that loneliness. So I do appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching. This is the Real Talk Podcast, where real people talk about the real. And peace out, y'all.